A clap. I don't know. We don't really need it, but
Ed, do you mind?
what?
Could you not
What?
be so forceful next time with that clap?
Oh, I'm
Please?
sorry.
That was
How about I do a snap?
no.
Too much? Too much?
No,
Too
no, no,
much.
no, no, no. Hi,
Too much.
everybody.
Hey,
Hi.
everyone.
We're the Ramble Podcast, and this is our very special podcast that we do called Good Willow Hunting.
Good Willow hunting.
Where Eddie and I take a beloved movie of our past and we show it to our now not so secret third member, Cody.
Yes.
We're there. Hi.
Hey, guys. How's
hi,
it going?
Cody. Hi, Cody.
And for anyone new joining us, Cody is a film
a
critic.
film critic who is
Not an
off-
acclaimed film critic,
No.
but a film critic.
Oh, no. I think once he sees Caddyshack 2 and the Breaking franchise, then maybe we can consider him.
He's got to see all Breakin' franchise.
He's
Not
gotta
just
see-
Breakin'. He's got to see Breakin' 2,
Breaking
Electric
2,
Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo, the whole thing. By the way, we have a sponsor, everybody.
What?
HempVita.com.
Hey, Hempvita.
Hi, Hempvita. They sell CBD products. That's what they sell.
They do?
Yes, and all of it. The tinctures, the gummies, the vape chews, the vape pods, the pet products, the lotions. Broad spectrum CBD oil.
Narrowly-
No THC. Isn't that great? Narrowly challenged.
Narrowly
Zippo
challenged.
And the THC. And as we all know about Eddie Pence is known as Eddie Pence, the combustible guy. That's his name
Eddie
for a long time.
Combustibles Pence.
Pence. And all the combustibles, the flour, the pre-rolls, less than 0.3% THC. You can you don't even have to shove them in your ass if you want to take them somewhere. If you
No,
wanna travel
put them
with
anywhere.
them.
Put them anywhere.
Anywhere you want. On your kid, right there. Hempvita will only use industrial hemp grown in the USA, and it's organic with, like Cody's big hit single, no GMO, no GMO. It's got no GMOs. Our CBD is legal. It will not get you high. All of Hempvita. I just imagined, Cody, you invented this, right? Because when you did the no GMOs in the music video, you started.
Yeah,
doing
you did.
that.
You did the money thing,
Right, and that was the first time I think anyone had ever seen that, correct?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, so look at that. Fucking
Often
trailblazers.
duplicated, never
Never
replicated?
repeated. I think.
I think it's the other way around.
often
Think it's a-
imitated, never.
Never replicated. There it
Yeah.
is. And
There
all of
it is.
Hempvita's products meet the 2018 Farm Bill, which was signed into law in December of 2018, effectively legalizing hemp at the federal level by removing it from the federal list.
You know
of
what I
controlled
did? What I did?
substances.
I got a copy of the 2018 Farm
You
Bill.
did?
Yes, and I did. I wanted to hang it up and display it. So what I did is I took down my college degree. It had this nice big frame.
Who
so
needs that?
I just ripped the college degree out of there. I shredded it, threw it in
Right.
the garbage, put up the Farm Bill in that nice big frame.
That's awesome. Now, if I wanted to give you a gift of
Yeah.
like more 2018 Farm Bills, will you shred like things your son has drawn that's on the refrigerator and stuff like that to make room?
Yeah, I actually
Okay.
have a bunch of Colton's first artwork that he put up in preschool. We have that framed, and I'll shred that and I'll put
You'll
the Farm
burn
Bill
that
in there
for
Yeah.
the Farm Bill. Yeah, okay, good. Whew. And there
Without
it is.
hesitation.
No hesitation. And this Farm Bill classified hemp as an agricultural commodity, no longer a controlled substance. And that's all good enough. You go to hempvita.com right now, and please do. You type in keyword Ramble, RAMBLE at checkout,
Right.
15% off
What?
your purchase.
Shut your mouth.
So that's how it works. That's how it works. And here we are, Good Willow Hunting. I forgot what number this is. I think this is 20. I think
Are we-
this
are
might
we
be
at
number
20?
20. I think we
Are we
might
at
be at
20?
number 20. Yeah, and Cody has already threatened our Ramblers, saying he's got first eyes on WandaVision. Cody has seen the first 3 episodes
saw.
or just the first one?
Just the first one so far. I'm going to watch the other 2 when we're done here.
Is it as weird as advertised? Is it trying to do something, or does it look weird but plays it safe in the long run so far? What are your thoughts? Quick
I would
thoughts.
I would say quick thoughts based on the first episode is that it leans into it. I don't know where it's gonna go from here, but it leans into the weirdness for sure.
Okay.
Right. Well, I mean,
that,
she's-
that makes me happy because I want it to be weird. Like, I was afraid it was going to come across as this, oh, it's fun, we're doing, and it's just going to be kind of by the numbers. But
Right.
I'm happy that it's looking that it might be actually weird.
Wanda's obviously going through a psychotic breakdown. That's this whole.
Which has
thing.
been so, I mean, Cody, in the comic books, she at one point like eliminated almost all the mutants because
She wiped
just
everybody
lost,
out.
She lost her mind. Like she is, you could argue, and they kind of hint at it with Endgame, that she might be one of the strongest characters in the MCU. That's not the Silver Surfer, or because Has Thanos not had rain fire in his sleeve, she kills him right then and there.
He's done.
He was dead. It was like so. I'm curious to see how much they're gonna.
And this series is supposed to expand into the Doctor Strange multiverse movie.
That's what they said, right? Yeah,
that's what they said. So very interesting.
It's gonna be exciting. But now let's talk about the real multiverse. Perfect segue. I'm happy you said multiverse.
Oh, thank you.
Because could Cannonball Run have been the beginning with Roger Moore kind of playing himself in this other? I mean, Jackie Chan was called Jackie Chan. I'm just saying. Is this the first we ever saw of Avengers Endgame?
It might. We don't know what Earth this takes place on.
We really don't know.
We really don't.
Cannonball Run, a Hal Needham screwball comedy about a bunch of people trying to. Which, by the way, okay, just right off the bat, one of my biggest problems with the movie is you have no idea what the fuck Cannonball Run is. There's no lead.
That's what I love about it. You're just dropped right in. You're just dropped right in.
There's no Burt Reynolds like, we could have won it last year. It's just, they're like, what are they doing?
You're just dropped it. You're eavesdropping on the conversation. You're just like, you're walking into the bar and they're already there talking about it. I love it. That's what I like about it.
And it just shoots at it. And first of all, maybe one of the best opening songs in movie history.
Yeah.
With the Lamborghini.
And
then my quick takes before we get to you guys is Jimmy the Greek. Who knew he was that good? Should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor. Jimmy the Greek.
I mean, he steals every scene he's in.
He steals every scene he's in. My other question was, how drunk was Dean Martin? I don't think Dean Martin was sober for 1 second of that movie.
Dean Martin probably had no recollection of shooting that film or Cannonball Run 2.
Or 2. He had no idea.
No idea he was in either film.
Roger Moore, I think, has the fourth wall breaking record, I think, in this. And Jamie Farr, just a smidge racist.
Just a little.
Why?
And then Jack Elam, I personally think, steals the movie as the Doctor.
MVP of the movie by far.
Jack Elam is the MVP. He steals this film. We
were talking about nominating him for the Stall of Fame at one point. He was in some discussions. Could still be nominated.
Could still be. It was. So, Cody, what were your thoughts? Eddie and I will fawn all over this any second now. Cody, your initial thoughts?
Yeah, so I kind of didn't know what to expect. I didn't really know anything about the movie, and so I have to say I was stunned at at how slapsticky it is, because it is a goofy ass movie, and I think it helps a lot because I think that it doesn't take itself even the slightest bit seriously, and I think that's it's refreshing, honestly, to see that. Though I think, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think all those problems that you have with the story that any common sense makes no sense. They're all alleviated by just how silly the whole thing is. It's like, oh, okay, it's
This is literally a film that was made, and people. It's like everyone that's cast in it is known from something else.
Yes.
So every audience member going into see this movie when it came out had preconceived ideas about every other. There was no character development that was needed. Everybody knew everybody as soon as they showed up on screen.
Because they're all playing themselves.
It was like, I mean, we talked about Avengers Endgame earlier. This is like Endgame. Endgame was like Cannonball Run because you go into Endgame and everyone who saw Endgame knew them from everything else.
Right.
And they were able to watch Endgame without needing all the backstory. Cannonball Run is like that without all of the individual films because we knew them from pop culture and other films, and they just come in and they play these same types of characters who they are, and they make this movie. It was just a fun time for 2 hours.
And you could tell, like, that's one of those movies where, of course, they had the blooper reel at the end because you saw everybody in there was probably, again, except for Dean Martin because he forgot, wasn't aware, but I think everybody in that movie was having the time of their life making it. It was, but yeah, so anyway. Cody, please.
I think that, and so I did find myself enjoying it and finding like the absurdist stuff funny and entertaining. I think there's some stuff that doesn't work for me. This is maybe controversial. I don't think the Roger Moore stuff is successful because I think it's confusing. Like I think it's confusing that he is like parodying James Bond, but he's parodying himself as James Bond, but yet he's playing a different character, but like signing and introducing himself as
There's so
Roger
many
Moore.
layers. There's so many layers.
I just found it to be confusing.
Here's the one thing I did like about the Roger Moore stuff was he had no problem being the butt of every joke. Like he just everything misfires on him, and it was funny. And I thought it was a really funny gag how it's completely unexplained how somehow driving 90 miles an hour down a highway he switched girls to be in his car.
Yeah.
Like
he had time to pull over, ditch the girl, talk to another girl, get her to jump in and go with him.
Like I thought that was a really funny gag with Roger Moore shit and like.
Yeah, I think there's some stuff that works, but I think that I think a lot of the meta humor in it doesn't connect for me quite as well. I also think that there's too many characters. I think that it's spread a little too thin.
Terry Bradshaw and Mel Tillis are completely useless. You don't need Terry Bradshaw and Mel Tillis. I don't know why. Was Mel Tillis just like, guys, I can stutter in a movie. Like, okay, fuck it. We're putting him in. Him and Bradshaw.
I think it was that thing of like Bradshaw, because in Cannonball Run 2, you had Joe Theismann.
Yes, yeah.
So they were just doing NFL quarter, like it was just the NFL quarterback. It was just an already, like I said earlier, it was an already known person they threw in the movie, so you wouldn't have to think. You're like, oh, it's Terry Bradshaw.
Like, oh, Terry Bradshaw.
You know, it kind of reminds me of like what you would see now in modern times with comedy movies that had just like a stacked cameo list kind of thing.
It really was. Yeah.
And yeah, so there's that piece. I think that the what you would expect from like Hal Needham's stunt stuff was fun. You know, cars going off ramps and shit.
Yeah.
And that part is fun for sure.
I will say to your point, Cody, the only cast that was necessary were all the runners that were involved in the fight with Peter Fonda and the Hells Angels.
Mm-hmm.
That's really, I mean, you know what I mean? Like that's who you were really focused on. That was it. It was those guys. Yeah. So anyway, keep going.
And I think I think it also gets a little bit repetitious, and I think that it is perhaps just a smidge sexist.
It is. Oh yes, it is. I had forgotten
But that's a product of the late 70s, early 80s. I mean, it's just.
At least they acknowledged that they kidnapped Farrah Fawcett. Because at first I was like, are they not? I forgot. I was like, that's right. They do mention
They drugged her and kidnapped her.
Yeah. And I thought that was the one funny thing to kind of turn it on its head was how Adrienne Barbeau was just cleavaging her way out of every ticket. And then at the end, it's like this busty, sweet little. It's like, oh yeah, ain't gonna work here. Like that was, I thought that was good. But yes, there is like that scene with the Hells Angels where they're just dragging Adrienne Barbeau and the other girl in the bar to do God knows what with them. You know what I mean? It was like, whoa, shit.
Right.
Like,
you can play a drinking game at home every time a male character stares at the chest of a woman, and you will be plastered.
But like you said, like a lot of the meta stuff doesn't work now, but then that's what it was made for that time.
Right.
I don't think it wasn't supposed to be like a comedy that transcended time or a film to be thought about and reviewed years later like we're doing now. It was made for whatever year it was made in.
Now, here's my question. This was a couple of years after Bandit or just not that long after Smokey and the Bandit, right? Or was it before?
Smokey and the Bandit was at 77?
So this was also like that was more of an action comedy. Was this one of the first comedies that Burt Reynolds was in? Slapstick.
It might have been. It might have been the first pure comedy he did. I'm not
like that. Wasn't because I know that he did the dark comedy with him and DeLuise, but I forgot what that was called. But yeah,
The End.
Like the end. But this one was like his first like slapsticky one. I think that was just pure. Like fuck it, we're just gonna.
Well, the end he was just trying to kill himself the whole movie, right?
Yeah, that's where he kills himself. Yeah, that was a lot darker. Obviously, this one was just way more slapsticky, and I also love how the Hell's Angels scene served purposes for the Louis stuff, and to finally let Jackie Chan just do amazing martial arts shit. The whole movie, like, why is he just driving? It's Jackie fucking Chan.
Right.
What are they gonna fucking?
And then he tears his pants when he does his kick.
Tears his pants doing that final little split kick. But it was fun to see him just go nuts. It was a fun little moment. Like, and just it was Dean Martin. I really, like, he was so blitzed. You could just see.
Could you imagine trying to be the director of doing any scene with Dean Martin?
Right.
Like, you couldn't do it. You just have to be like, I hope he stays within the shot.
I hope he doesn't just wander off and do something.
I mean, like, how could you direct that cast?
I know. Like, that was...
That literally would have to be like taking a camera into a frat party and go,
Yes.
guys.
I
Hey,
want
guys,
you to say this.
Come on, you just say this. That would had to be impossible to direct that.
Well, you saw the bloopers. Is every scene? It's just them trying not to laugh. They're fucking up their lines and trying not to laugh, and just like that's all it was. Just
and that's film. That shit's expensive.
Yes, that was.
So the amount of film they had to burn that never made it onto the screen has to be insane.
Would the studio have rioted if it bombed? Because this was a massive hit, but had it bombed, could you imagine like all the film they went through with the bloopers?
I mean,
and then to have it bomb.
I mean, I guess all the money went into film, stock, and actors. And locations weren't really anything.
No, they shot it in like 3 places. You know, like,
I guess stunts too. There's a lot of car stunts.
Yeah, the car stunts and the biker. Fight,
I mean, there was no special effects. Everything was practical stunts.
Right.
So it was,
right. Also, now, Cody, were you okay with the what is going on with Captain Chaos? Like, wait, what is this?
I don't know. I was by that point in the movie, I was lost completely.
Because that's another thing they don't really give much of any kind of anything into.
And why can he drive faster when he's Captain Chaos? Like the car, the ambulance goes faster when he's got a cape on.
He's like, okay, now. It was that. I always thought as a kid, I loved that moment where you know, at that time, that was also one of the first movies where, you know, if Burt Reynolds is in it, he's going to win. Right? Yeah. Like, if it's a race and you see the main characters, they're going to win. But I thought that was a funny thing where they have them lose because Captain Chaos goes and saves that drowning dog or whatever. Like,
the part that makes me laugh for no reason is when he's coming, Dom DeLuise is coming out of the 7-Eleven, and he's got the big gulp.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm a Pep, you're a Pep.
Yeah,
and
he starts singing for no reason. Pepper theme.
You know that's not written. He's just
not
doing
the script.
that.
He's just doing it. He's like, fuck it, I got this.
And it's so fucking funny.
It was... Would it have been a much better film if they show up after the bikers murder Burt Convy? Would that have been like...
Does it take a darker turn at that point?
If they just... Because, you know, his character on the motorcycle, no chance. No. And here's the thing. I don't know if you know who that is, but the guy who's on the motorcycle that the bikers first assault was just a game show host who's buddies with Burt Reynolds. He was Burt Convy.
They're all buddies.
They're all just... He was a game show host who's one of Burt Reynolds' best buddies, and they turned him into this evil Knievel stunt man. And, like...
and he does a wheelie the entire movie.
He does a It's like, I just remember that, like, I just, as a kid, loving just the batshit craziness of it all. Like, how Captain Chaos is just, like, undefeatable. Like, he just, like, for whatever reason, I just love the absurdity of Dom DeLuise. I thought that was one of my favorite sight gags in any movie, right? Is when they're carrying the girl into the bar. And Captain Chaos runs, and he's not inside half a second, and you already see a biker just shoot out the window. Like, he's already fucking him up. Like, just, it was so fucking...
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun. It was just the weirdest...
So dumb.
So dumb, but yet it somehow kind of sort of worked. You know what I mean? Like, in this weird way. And another gag I don't understand was... Sammy Davis Jr. constantly calling Jimmy the Greek for no reason. Like, it just made no sense. Like,
well, he was his bookie, right?
He was his bookie. So, yeah, he bet on them, right?
Yeah.
And so he was calling him. None of that made any sense whatsoever. It was just very, very odd. Like, but yeah, the Jamie Farr thing, that was like, nope, okay. This is really happening right now.
This was still like 7 years or 8 years before Short Circuit.
That's true. Way before Short Circuit. Yeah. So, Cody, what would you grade Cannonball Run?
You know, I'd give it a B minus. I think it's fun. I don't think that it's a terrible movie. I don't think that it's a great one either.
It's not high cinema?
It's not high cinema, sorry. It's better than Cobra. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it for sure.
Of course, young me gave it an A. Right now, in hindsight, it's a B. I think it's I very passing grade for this one.
I give it an A. I'm sticking with the A.
You sticking with the A?
I love the movie.
Passing grades all around. Now, the most important part is we put on our GM hats.
I mean, I got mine right out of the gate. That's undeniable.
Okay, I wonder if it's the same, Cody.
It probably is.
Straight up Stallone for Dom DeLuise.
Absolutely, 100%.
Captain Chaos takes down that underground cult in 2 seconds.
I mean, it was almost less ridiculous the way Captain Chaos beat all the bikers as to how Stallone did in Cobra. Like, it was almost less ridiculous. I want to see Tom DeLuise walk into a grocery store and shoot a guy 9 times in that fucking house. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Now... God damn. So, Eddie, is that the trade you're okay with, too?
I mean, that's the one that hits you in the face right out of the gate. Captain Chaos for Cobretti.
How do you not?
I don't know how you put Cobretti in Cannonball and he just doesn't murder everybody.
I don't know. He just kills everybody.
He kills everybody.
Well, I mean, basically, you would be getting Stallone as Captain Chaos.
It might lighten him up a little bit. He might not take it so seriously. Like, I think another one might be Sammy Davis Jr. for the cult leader. I think that might be
that or Burt Reynolds for the cult leader. I think Burt Reynolds in his prime as the cult leader.
That would have been interesting.
Getting hung on a hook and screaming.
Now, Cannonball Run 2, that's something we're going to have to do soon too, right?
I actually like Cannonball Run 2 more than Cannonball Run 1.
I think Cannonball Run 2 had gags that I like better, like when they paint the Lamborghini real quick. Yeah. Remember that? Like, now, in that one, Catherine Bach from Dukes of Hazzard replaces Adrienne Barbeau.
Daisy's in that one, yeah.
She's the Adrienne Barbeau character, right?
Yeah,
or is she with her? I forgot.
I think it's 2 different girls. It's her and
that's right.
I forgot what the other one is. Yeah. I forget. But then you also have what's her face from Taxi.
Yeah,
Mary Lou Henner.
Mary Lou Henner. Yep,
she's in it. She's Burt Reynolds' love interest in this one.
That's right.
Hey, do you guys? Because you talked a little bit about. I'm on the Wikipedia page, and I did not pick up on this. You guys had talked a little bit about the problematic nature of what's his name? Jamie Farr
as the Sultan or whatever.
Do you know his character's name?
No.
Okay. Well, this is an issue because his name is Sheikh Abdul bin Falafel.
Oh God!
And I think that might be a bit of an issue.
Oh God!
Oh fuck!
Oh, that's bad.
Someone wrote the early '80s were something. The early '80s were something.
This was right off the bat. This was 80.
Was he in? Was that character? That character didn't come back for the second one, did it?
Yes,
it did. Yeah, I think it did.
Because
I don't know if it was Jamie Farr, but he was in it.
It was because there's another King Abdul bin Falafel played by Ricardo Montalban.
Oh, that's right. It's his dad. He goes to his dad because he wants to get money to get back into the race.
To get back in the race. Yep. That's right.
And it's Ricardo Montalban.
Oh, God. We got to watch part 2 soon. This has to happen. We've got to see Cannonball. What do we
Maybe Commando and
Cannonball Run 2. We got to do that in the future. Now, next one, it's Vacation and then Uncle Buck. How exciting is that? Vacation.
Those are good.
And Uncle Buck. I think those are going to be 2. And then
I'm looking forward to that because I really like John Candy, but I never got around to Uncle Buck. So
Uncle Buck's good.
Uncle Buck's good. And he's in Vacation.
Yeah, he is. He was great in what was that movie, Eddie? Where he was the private detective. Who's Harry something?
Oh,
that wasn't that bad either. Who's
Harry Crumb.
Long?
Harry Crumb.
Was that it?
I think it's Who's Harry Crumb.
Harry Crumb. That was a damn good. Who's Harry Crumb? John Candy was. Have you ever seen Armed and Dangerous, Cody?
Yes, Armed and Dangerous is great.
I don't think so.
With what's his face?
It's Eugene Levy and Don Candy. Yeah, Eugene Levy and Don Candy, and they play. It's great. They play security guards, and that's a fun one too. That's a fun one as well. That was the first time I remember ever seeing Zeus in a movie.
Yeah, Zeus was.
Remember, he was the guy at the gym, right?
Yeah.
It was Zeus. That was the first time I ever saw Zeus. I'm sure he was in other stuff, but that was.
And that's when he's the guy's. He's John Candy's like he's running down the bridge. He gets the tractor trailer. He's like, we gotta go there. He's like, let's see how fast this son of a bitch go. And then he just drives through this bridge of cars.
I also love it. Well, hop on in, Slim.
Let's see how fast this son of a bitch go.
That was a great one. Orange and Dangerous is a lot of fun too. We got a lot now. Now we're entering the comedy phase of Good Willow Hunting. But I really think Eddie's right. We have to do Commando, and Cannonball Run 2. Whenever we get to Cannonball Run 2 or Running Man. Either one. I mean, they both kind of work. They're both a race, aren't they? It's a game.
That's true. I mean, how quickly does Captain Chaos go through the Running Man?
Oh God! I mean, you can't.
Not even close.
I mean, how quickly do you even need any of the Avengers if Captain Chaos just walks out to meet Thanos in Endgame? I don't even think you need. Thanos can snap and it doesn't matter. He can keep snapping. He'll fuck him up. He just fucks him right up. We've established that Captain Chaos is just too powerful.
It's like Captain Marvel, Captain Chaos,
right,
and then everybody else.
Oh man. Well, there we go. Another Good Willow Hunting in the books.
Oh.
The Cannonball Run. I think, but yeah, the most obvious trade. We had a feeling that was going to be the one.
Could you go as Captain Chaos for Halloween and anyone recognize who you are?
Now, that'd be sad. I don't think you could now. You would just look like someone who escaped the mental.
But there'd be like two people that would recognize you and think it's the greatest costume of all time.
Greatest. So, all right. Do we do this? The next time there's a Comic-Con and all three of us are there.
Captain Chaos?
Do we all three alternate between Captain Chaos and Captain USA? We just and see what we get.
We're walking around San Diego dressed as Captain Chaos and Captain USA.
All three of us just alternate every day. It's a new one.
No, Cody could be the doctor with the finger.
Oh, the doctor with or you could be Dean. Cody, be an excuse to just have a cocktail with you at all times.
That is true.
You just have a fucking cocktail for Dean Martin just getting slow.
Fuck.
Oh, the other one was the very uncomfortable racist jokes about it's a black priest. Oh, it's chocolate monk and all that stuff. Was like, okay, guys, like that's.
But they were buddies roasting each other.
Right, exactly. That was. But again, if you don't look at it from that context,
no, if you don't look at it from when it was made and who they are and their relationships,
that they were all friends and they all broke balls like that.
It was the Dean Martin roasts in a film.
Yes, but the problem is when you see it now and you hear him call him a chocolate monk and their only comeback is to call DeLuise the Goodyear blimp. It's like, it's not really that fair of a trade there.
No, it's not.
Not that even of a trade we have. But there we go. So everybody, thank you for tuning in to another Good Willow Hunting. You know where to find us. Go find us on all of our things. We're going to see you tomorrow for another Ramble Radio as we get our new classes going, our new inductees.
New nominees for the third class. As we're headed to March Sadness.
This is going to be exciting. It's going to be
it's going to be epic.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I'll be there. Well, there we go. So thank you all so much for tuning in. We love you guys. You know where to find us. Stay safe, And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye.